Oh boy. Am I in the right category? Are we out of... We're out of Gwent? Okay. So, this is Gwent. Are we ready for... Oh, this only supports one screen resolution. Can I expand this in... There we go. Are we ready for MS Paint card arts? Oh boy. So right now, the game has one faction and about 30 cards. It is all... The mechanics are based off Gwent. Sort of. Kind of loosely. There's 3 rows, and the way leaders works a little different. We'll get into that more later. There's currently 4 leaders in the game for the Undead faction. We have the Horde, which in the first 2 rounds, whenever a creature you control dies, the Horde grows a little bit. Then in round 3, he loses all that boost, and you summon 2 power tokens, mindless zombies, equal to half the boost lost. So instead of this guy going tall like some of the other leaders do when they get boosted, this guy goes wide and makes a bunch of zombies. It's beta went with better card art. Can you see more games with the Skellige deck I just played? Red Draven has been playing it a bunch on stream. Here we have Tortoise the Necro Tortoise, which is sort of like Lippy Goodman on steroids. He doesn't have anything in round 3, but in the first 2 rounds, whenever one of your creatures dies, it just goes back into your deck, which has some synergy with some other cards, as well as just being able to replay your golds in multiple rounds. Love that 16-point guy. He's so happy. Wait, which one? There's 3. We have Rocktep the Mad, who supports the Mummies archetype. In the first 2 rounds, he makes a Sandstorm. Sandstorm is a row effect that damages the leftmost unit by 2. Oh, this is your command. It shouldn't say that. This is to the opponent's command. Whoops. And whenever in round 3, whenever you play a Mummy, you apply Sandstorm to the row opposite to the Mummy. Game has a great observer app. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It works. And we have this guy. I don't know how I feel about this guy. In round 1, whenever you play a zombie, it gets bigger. You strengthen it by 1. So, for those of you that didn't play Beta Gwent, Strengthen is a boost that persists through rounds. So you play a zombie, it goes to the graveyard eventually. So you play an 11-point zombie, it goes to 12, it goes to the graveyard, you resurrect it, and it stays at 12 instead of just being an 11. And then in round 2, so whenever you resurrect the zombies that were strengthened in round 1, they come back bigger by 2, so that 11-point zombie is now a 14-point zombie, and in round 3 it'll be that same size. Strengthen. I really like Strengthen as a mechanic. Not sure I like this leader, but I like Strengthen as a mechanic. Oh yeah, the main idea was that I wanted to have all the leaders have some kind of impact throughout the entire game. And the way leaders work is, so in the first 2 rounds, you don't have access to them at all, aside from these abilities. And in round 3, they come out at the beginning of the round with whatever their current power is. So there's none of the playing 2 leaders and 2 cards in 1 turn type stuff. So let's just pick a leader. Let's build a Tortoise the Necro Tortoise deck. We've got 30-ish cards to choose from. The provision cost is down here. Provisions range from 0 to 3. This is the power of the card, and this is the armor of the card. Did you come back to it? You came back to Gwent. Do I allow for Sabbath? There's a couple cards that might be a little too Sabbath-like. I have a Flesh Transmuter. Destroys the zombie to the right of it, and then you resurrect a random 0 cost every turn. Might be a little too pushed. Similarly, Master Necromancer might be a little too pushed. Though, notably, this does stop after you pass, so it doesn't keep generating points. Let's see, what else would I want to point out? Oh, some of the cards that work really well with this whenever another creature you control dies turn into your deck ability that Tortoise has. You get to play a Gold and Silver Zombro. Whenever they die, they pull another one out of the deck. Do these loop in the first couple rounds instead of just exhausting? So some decks can play them as a thinning tool, and this deck gets to play them for a ton of points in earlier rounds. Is Pumpkin here? This is a weird time for him to be awake. It's a little too similar to Gwent. No, just based off the same row mechanics. It is similar to Gwent. We got some resurrects. We got some things with high power and some drawbacks. It's one of the thinning cards in the faction. Just sends. It's a Demon Pirate from beta. If anyone remembers that. Just do that. Wait, what? Is that a creeper? Maybe. It is a Zombomb. There are a few references to things if you dig through the flavor texts too. Might have 0 provisions. So you can go above 25 without being punished. It starts at 0 instead of 4. Other factions. Currently only Undead is implemented. I don't have anything else designed. Turns out making MS Paint card art for a bunch of stuff and implementing a bunch of abilities takes time. Are this Twin Bros? These? The Zombros? Or the Wraiths? Anyway, I already have a deck built. This is the one that I have built. It's taking advantage of the gold and silver Zombros in the early rounds, using Dedapult to refresh them, as well as Hungry Zombie. Premiums when? What is this? This is Gwent, or Untitled Row card game. Yeah, 3x bronze, 2x 1 provision cards, and then 1x 2 and 3s. I know how to program. Yes. Sort of. No, yeah. I went to school for computer science. So if anyone wants to queue up, I know there's a few people in game right now. 3 active users. Perfect. The game starts with a points auction. Whoever bids the fewest points gets blue coin and that number of points. I will accept going first for 3 points. Opponent picked 2, so he gets to go first and starts with 2 free points. Now we do mulligans. Mulligan just by clicking on cards. I don't want to have multiple of these Zombros in hand because they come out of the deck. I do like having these Hungry Zombies. This is a card that, again, refreshes our Zombros, but also makes them bigger when they come out again later. I think I'll keep this. Do you bid the same amount? A random player goes first with the number of points that they both picked. Okay, so opponent played his Silver Zombro. Notably, so each row works differently. Whenever you deploy something to the melee row, it gets 2 armor. Whenever you play something ranged, it gets +1 power. And whenever you play something to your siege row or command row, your leader gets an extra point of boost, which is why our opponent's leader is 9 instead of our 8. I'm going to try to keep up with his carryover, I guess, and we're going to lead... This is going to tick next turn. This is basically an old Vran Warrior. Every turn on turn end, destroy the unit to the right, and then this guy gets boosted by its power. Yeah, this is basically like all of the cool ideas that I would have wanted to do for Gwent, just all implemented into a game. Do I know who I'm playing against? I'm playing against Die Router. You can't currently move cards in your hand now. There's a goose. There is a goose. You're roping. You're roping. Okay. So on turn end, destroy a zombie to the right, then resurrect a random 0 cost zombie from the graveyard. He has no zombies in his graveyard, so this can't activate. Let's just put this so that our hungry zombie consumes it. Gold Zombro dies, we get a silver Zombro from deck, and it is our opponent's turn. Notably, by not having the orders mechanic, we don't need to click the end turn button. Turns just go back and forth more naturally. I'm playing against Die Router, the guy in chat. Okay, here we can... I want to keep up the carryover. Let's play the Cultist here. This is going to destroy this Zombro. Strengthen it by 3, so when it comes back out again later, it'll be 3 bigger. And of course, because it dies, we get a gold Zombro from our deck. Top right number, that's the card's armor. Okay, so here is Flesh Transmuters doing some stuff. Oh, he's playing Fresh Transmuter with Tortoise. That's probably not a great idea. This is never going to do anything, because he's never going to have a graveyard in round 1. I'm trying to explain what things are doing. I'll just take another Cultist, I think. There we go. And because this was strengthened earlier, this came out as the bigger one. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just trying to explain it for the people that are watching. Twitch extension when? I don't know how Twitch extensions work, honestly. Okay, opponent played another Zombro. I'm just gonna... I could Curious Colossus. When you play this thing to the command, it gets 3 bigger, or 4 bigger. So whenever I destroy it and draw it again later, I think I'll do this first. That way we can destroy it the same turn. I was worth noting, when things die to round end, they do not go back into the deck from Tortoise. It's not treated as dying. Command is the siege row, frontline is the melee row. Okay. This guy is pretty cool. Whenever you play him, you shuffle a card from your hand back into the deck, and then you add the highest cost card from your deck to your hand. So it's like a Mata that is one-sided and only affects you. Or it doesn't extend the game. So I'm going to Curious Colossus here. It's going to die to the Dedapult, go back into my deck, and deal a bunch of random damage to my opponent's board. Hey, Shadmiri. Yeah, this is a really fun project. I'm glad I did it. Okay, so here he's got an ability to trigger. He killed my Zombro, which immediately came back out of the deck. And I have a pass here. I probably should just take it. Yeah. Okay, opponent is ahead. Lost the round, but got card advantage. I don't need the Cultist at this point. What's going on here? We're playing Untitled row card game. How many hours I put into this project so far? A lot. I guess not that many. Probably like around 80 over the last 2 months. Nah, it's gotta be more than 80. I don't know. I didn't log the hours. I work on it on and off. I had a lot of previous work too that I was able to just yoink from old projects. Oh, you have to click on your graveyard to bring it up. It doesn't automatically open up. So I'm going to do the same thing we did last time, I think. Just get the Hungry Zombie down, have this established. You didn't overlay for this? Yeah. If I had any experience making Twitch overlays, that would have been one of the things that I wanted to do. I'm trying to explain stuff as I go, or mouse over them so you can see the tooltips. Okay. So he's got this Dedapult. It's blocked by the Necromancer. Let's just do what we did last time. Just get these Zombros and Hungry Zombies going. Thought impossible in their game being categorized? I don't know. Maybe. I haven't really looked into it. So here, this young Necromancer reses his Dead of Winter. Let's, I don't need 2 Dedapults. Let's play this range to get the extra point. We'll shuffle back this Dedapult, which will draw a Curious Colossus, because this is our only 3 provision card in the deck. No, I'm playing against a viewer. This is Die Router. Okay, he just takes his pass. That's fine. While this would trigger, it's like Beta Gwent, where turn end effects do not trigger the turn you pass. Don't ask why I decided that was a good idea. We don't need Sandstorm. This doesn't play for a ton of value. I would like to find... Okay, do I want this? Necromantic Circle strengthens a zombie in the row by 1 every turn on turn end. But it's a little too slow. Okay. This Gwent's final form, MS Paint expansion, sort of. Necromantic Circle strengthens a zombie in the row by 1 on turn end. Some cards do have lore. There's a lot. I guess there's not so much lore as like references to other games. The flavor text on Young Necromancer is based off of Young Pyromancer from Magic. Seasoned Necromancers play on Seasoned Pyromancer. So I'm playing this frontline. I deal 6 to his only legal target. Normally I would have to click on this, but because it's the only target, I don't have to click it. So if I play this on ranged row, I pull an opposing unit towards this unit. So if I click on the tortoise, it'll go melee. On command, I get to banish a card from his graveyard to make his resurrects worse. That seems less important than just like stopping this tortoise from getting boosted by the circle. Let's just move that. No, it's unnamed goose, or nameless goose. There's a difference. Okay, we'll just play this Dedapult ranged row to get the extra point of boost from playing ranged. And we've got to consume as our last card. 12-point consume. Okay. Victory. Oh, it didn't even let me resolve the effect. That's interesting. I should fix that. Oh, it consumes to the... Oh, it consumes to the left. Huh. Interesting. How do you delete a deck? Right-click, delete. You can't trap me, Inferns. You can't trap me. How many cards are there currently? 32, I think? 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 32, yeah. Turtle card scares you. This is one of my favorite of the leaders. I think this card's really cool. Yeah, if any subs want to check it out, there's a link in the subs Discord for the latest build. Let me check if the AI works real quick. I was trying to fix it while I was playing Gwent. It does not. Okay. I will try to have that fixed very shortly after I end the stream. How many bugs are there? We were just able to play a game the whole way through, and nothing was bugged. How many cards are designed but not implemented? 0. Spelltell deck from beta. The closest thing to that... That probably would be an undead thing rather than a humans thing. I'm not sure... There's nothing currently in the game that would be like Spelltell. Dedapult art's incredible, I agree. What is this? This is Gwent. Or, sorry, not Gwent. Untitled row card game. But yeah, if anyone else wants to queue up a game, I've got a couple decks. It's a... Whoop, not AI. We'll sit in queue for a little bit. If no one wants to play a game, then I guess we can go back to Gwent. I can whisper you a download link. Whispers are disabled in pop-out chat. I cannot whisper you a download link. What's your name in Discord? It's the same. I don't see you in the Discord. What does a valid deck need? 25 cards and 0 or more provisions remaining. The scripts? C#. For the front end. The back end is all Python. Ooh, okay. We got somebody. I'll again just bid 3. I'm going to be going first. We can tell because I have 3 points. This is not a round 1 card. This is not a round 1 card. And this is not a round 1 card. So the way our leader works is whenever a creature I control dies, the horde gets bigger. That's a bid. It's how you determine who goes first. The person who bids less points gets blue coin, but gets those points. So here, again, we're going to lead on Hungry Zombie. Yeah, we'll lead on Hungry Zombie. It's so bad I had to make my own? No, I wanted to make my own because, I don't know, I wanted something to do. So here our leader got bigger by 1 because we played a unit range, and it got bigger by 1 again because Hungry Zombie ate it. Let's get Channer down. This makes a Necromantic Circle, which will strengthen one of our zombies every turn on turn end by 1. Now you can bid up to 10 or negative 10. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I mean, it could theoretically be better to go second. Or to go first, in which case you want to bid negative points. Let's just get this other Hungry Zombie down. We're gonna play for max carryover. Main mechanics difference. So there's 3 rows. Whenever you place something to the front row, it gets 2 armor. Whenever you place something to the ranged row, it gets 1 power. Whenever you place something to the siege row or command row, it gives your leader 1 boost. The way leaders work is you don't play them manually. In round 3, they just come out and then do whatever that they do at the start of round 3. Feel the confusion isn't worth it. Yeah, maybe. I just wanted the system to be as robust as possible. What are the Hungry Zombies? Is nutty. It's every other turn. Is there a row limit? No. I've got some resurrects. The problem with taking the resurrects now is these Hungry Zombies are not set up to eat them. Let's just play this ranged for tempo. He has 3 Hungry Zombies going. You scroll through them. Okay. So I'm down carryover. I think I'm just gonna pass. Yeah, I think 11 units fit before you have to start scrolling. You surrender. Escape, and then you click on OK. You can't hit enter. Don't need this young Necro. Chan is probably a little too slow. Master Necro is going to be good in round 3. It's specific for this leader. In mirrors, you probably want to be spamming the command row more because it's carryover. But for this leader, you want to make this guy big because they're around 3 points scale with a Rallying Automaton. Let's one of these that was strengthened, right? This is a 7. Let's grab the Zombomb. No, you can't see your opponent's hand now. It makes space to have the rows be a little bit bigger. You can see the number of cards they have here. Correct. I don't know who I'm playing against. Die Rider again. So let's play the Deadapult. Still got 3 more carryover. We are fighting for a card, though. Ooh. That's scary. This is gonna die next turn. I do have 4 zombies. Let's play it. Ooh. Ouch. Well, now I don't have 4 zombies anymore. No, there's no hand limit. Yeah. I guess we're shipping one of these. Destroy the zombie to the right. Yeah. No. Okay, we get to round 3. I can boost all the necromancers. Okay, that was a good draw. I can't consume this one. Get Channer. That's pretty bad. Both go real wide from our leaders. At the same carryover. We're gonna play the Channer first. No, I should have put this ranged for the extra point. Or command, it would give the point to the horde. Uh-oh. So this is gonna be real big. Whenever this is played, if both adjacent units share a tag, boost all units with that tag by 1. This is gonna be played next to the 2 zombies and boost all of the zombies. But if he's got 1 too, nope. Just a curious Colossus. Round 2 is real scary there. That was close. That was close. I see Inferns doing stuff. Let's try to queue this one up and see if Inferns... Yeah, it was a really fun project. Well, it is a really fun project. It's obviously not done. But it seemed in a state that was enough to reveal. We don't need these Dedapults. We've got a mummy. Both traffickers. Okay. Design the 6th faction. I don't think there's gonna be more than like 2 or 3 factions. Dedapult's your favorite. So the game begins. Our leader triggers, makes a sandstorm to his row. Oh, I did break this. Interesting. So the row tooltips don't work. Row tooltips broke. Whoops. I will try to fix that too. Normally when you'd mouse over this, it would tell you what the row effect did. But anyway, we are going first. We will start with our Grave Calling Spectre, which this just sends all other copies of it to the graveyard. It's thinning. He also does that. So we can use our Ensnaring Mummy to push this into the Sandstorm. And now it's going to take damage to the weather. I did all the art. You missed the 3rd row so much. It wasn't really just the 3rd row. There are a lot of things I wanted to try out. I want to play for carryover. I think I just want to play for 2-0 potential. Oh no, this is not a mirror. This is the leader that our opponent was playing last time, and we were playing as well. We were playing Rocktip the Mad. Put another Sandstorm on him. At the Goose from Untitled Goose Game. I can neither confirm nor deny that the nameless goose is from Untitled Goose Game. I will let some of you send me art. Feel free. I will not forbid being sent art. The advantage of 2 rows versus 3? Well, each row does something different, right? We're making use of it because things on the melee row get 2 armor, things on the ranged row get a point of power, and things on the command row give carryover. It also makes the balance of row effects versus row punish a little bit different, too. Now, I'm basically just playing these Rally Automatons for value. A little less important for us than they were in the previous deck. I don't know if we want this Trafficker, though. So he's only got 8 here. I think I can just dry pass. Sword's a little too small for me to be worried about it. Gwent Observer when? I'd have to look into how Twitch extensions work. Yeah, I don't see any reason to play into this. I have not figured out my MTX yet. I don't really have any plans for monetizing it. Mummy is worse than Ensnarings, because the way my leader works in round 3 is whenever I play any mummy at all, the opposite row gets sandstormed. Not your Scarlet. He's playing Hungries. Just do this. So I didn't find more mummies. I am the only Gwent streamer. Check Tortoise Cam. Nope, he's not there. I'm playing against Inferns. Okay, so he leads on Dedapult. I could just kill that. I think I'm okay to... Probably gonna play this early. Just as a way to get another Sandstorm going. Just Mummy here. Let's get these Zombombs down. So we don't have a way of killing them ourselves. So the way this works is whenever it's played, you damage all enemies under a Sandstorm by 2. So this will kill off this row, which normally you'd want to do after you've established more Sandstorms, but I don't have any more Sandstorms, and this is the only way of getting another Sandstorm through my leader. So we're doing this. When these die, you get 3 2-power tokens. Without the random damage, I should probably put these melee. Because the way these work is they don't... Like, they deal a bunch of random split damage. So instead of getting 1 point, I'm getting 2 points, assuming that I get pinged. One of those little things that the positioning system allows. When's the open beta? I mean, the server's holding up. I don't know. I might link it in my public Discord chat. So let's deal 6 to an enemy unit. Let's just kill the Dedapult. I want to put it melee anyway. For the armor from this Dedapult. How does the system for card value work? It's provisions. It goes from 0 to 3. Are there any friendly units? There's curious units. It's kind of friendly. Winning on you. This is round 3. Can reset units. That's not too useful. I can just kill off this Dedapult. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, command to weaken. Whoops. Whoops. I'm just gonna 0 in the second number. The second number is armor. I want to display the number because armor is core. Let's just boost all our zombies. Sling the card, you print it yourself. Look, man, I don't have row warnings turned on. I need to turn on row warnings. Am I resetting? Nothing right now. Just banish a card from his graveyard. What's the most relevant thing? Scared of this 14 before he reses it. Okay, and it looks like we got him. So we can play... Try the unit to the left. So we do this. It's not gonna work. Yeah. I gotta fix that. So whenever you play a card as your last card, you don't get to resolve the ability. I think I know what's causing that. I did make this. This Twitch plugin. Yeah, I would like to do something like that, but I'm not sure what the process is. 4 active users playing 3 games. Oh boy. Are there really people playing games? I think so. No, I guess this is just bugged. I think that's just bugged. That's okay. I probably don't destroy the game object or something. It could be AI games. Though the AI games are currently broken, so it wouldn't be that. That's what I need to fix AI games. We need to disable drag on a lot of things, like how you can destroy your collection. That shouldn't be a thing. Fix drag. Last card not triggering. And row tooltips. Is there a surrender option? Yeah, if you hit escape, it'll bring up a surrender menu. Okay, anyway, this will not be the last we see of Gwent. I was gonna do this for like 2 hours, but I don't know. Does anyone else want to play?
The card art shows how different everything are from Gwent.
Yeah, Gwent has good card art, and we have MS Paint card art. Thanks, Shadowswan. Thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back. Strike rating 0. I don't have rating implemented correctly. Okay, I think we're going back to Gwent. That was fun, though. It didn't crash either. That was surprising.